Hi guys, MC Iron Leech here with another video. Today the Temperos boss got released and here is a quick video on what I've learned on how to do this minigame. I'll do this by just doing a full run and explaining what I'm doing throughout it. So let's get this started guys. For the gear setup you don't need much, just wear your Wrangler's outfit or whatever outfit you want to wear else. The Graceful can be useful as there's a little bit of running around in this minigame, but it doesn't do much. What is important though is that the harpoon you use either a crystal or a dragon harpoon if you can. If not, use a normal harpoon. Crystal harpoon, however, does give a 1 out of 3 chance to crystallize your fish. This is the same as cooking it, so this just speeds it up a little bit and gives a bit more points every single game. Besides that, you need 1 rope, 2 buckets and a hammer, but all these things can be found on the boat. But let's move on to the actual game itself now. The minigame itself can be found here in the ruins of Unkar. You can quickly get here by taking this boat, and you'll end up here then. To start the game, you just climb onto the boat, and then the game should start when you have enough people. It doesn't take long right now. Okay, so now let's do the actual game. So if you still need something, pick it from the boat here. Start off with filling 2 buckets of water, they can be handy. I'll explain why in a bit. And then you go here to start fishing. The few fishing spots you can see along the island, just fish, and you fill your inventory with fish. Now and then what also will happen is you'll see a fishing spot where a fish is jumping out and in the water. If you see these spots, definitely fish these, as these have a chance to give double fish when fishing it. This really increases the amount of points you need. The amount of points you need every game is 2k points at minimum. This will make it that you get 2 rolls on the loot table and that you get a kill cone towards the Temperos. If you don't reach this 2k points, it's like the Winter Toad. Like see here, fishing spot that jumps. It's like the Winter Toad and you won't get any loot at all. Then also what happens is you see these clouds here. From now and then they will put a shadow on the ground and move there. And they will do a lightning strike. If you get hit by this, you will lose some fish and your other tools that you've got. They will also leave patches of fire, and these can be cleared with the buckets of water. If you run through these patches of fire, oh, this is another attack I'll explain in a second, but you've got it added to the pole. If you see these patches of fire, you have to either douse them with a flame or just avoid them. Sometimes you do have to douse them as they will be in the way, like here where you can't enter the boat anymore. I would recommend to cook your fish, as this will heavily increase the amount of points you get every single game. If you don't cook the fish, you will get a lot less points, and it's quite significant actually. However, you will get more XP then, just like at Winter Toad, the difference between fetching and not fetching. But these are the cloud spots I'm talking about. As you can see, they move into place, they take a bit of time, they grow, and then they do a lightning attack. There we go, the lightning attack. All of this is still the first phase of the Temperos fight. You can check that by checking here. You've got the energy, the essence, and the storm intensity. The energy is basically the energy of the first phase. This needs to go down to 0, then you can start attacking the boss. Bit like Volcano. The essence is the HP of the Temperos boss, and the storm intensity is basically just a timer. This timer will keep increasing to 100%. If it reaches 100%, you wipe and you fail the attempt. If you stay below it, oh, this is a wave attack again, I'll explain this in a second. So you gotta get the energy down before this reaches 100%. Every time you fully deplete the energy, you will also reset the storm intensity. But once you cook these fish, as you can see, you can drop them into the ammunition crates. It is important though that you fill both crates, as you then use both cannons, which will really speed up the fight and make it that you don't reach the full storm intensity. So you use all your fish, you just go back and start fishing more. Once he reaches 0%, we'll go here and start harpooning him. This is where the majority of the XP will come from. As you already saw a couple times, you also get blue spots on the screen. Like your screen turns entirely blue, not blue spots. What then happens is you need to use a rope on either the totem pole or the flag post that you've seen me do before. This is very important. If you don't do this, you will get swept away and you will lose some of your fish and your supplies that you use inside this minigame. Now he's down at 0%. When fully down, you can start harpooning him. This will reduce his HP. As you can see, also just hit 2k points. And he will slowly start building up energy again. Once he reaches 100%, go back to the first phase and you can start all over again. Basically, you keep doing this until you reach 0%. Usually this takes about 2 rotations right now, but maybe in smaller games it will take longer. This is all still quite new. That's it. This is all I think you need to know about this minigame. So yeah, let's just finish off this fight. As you can see, he's back up now. Go back to fishing. It's important that you do clear these fires, because if you accidentally run through them, you do lose a lot of fish. And this is also sometimes the fires jump. As you just saw, the fires just jump around. Watch out for that. You do need to stay focused. To fill your buckets, you can either fill it from the water pump here or the one on the boat. You can see I just got my buckets, because otherwise we can't cook the fish. Oh, see the blue attack, totem pole again. Also, if the wave attack happens, like you just saw, all the fire gets cleared. So there's no point in trying to clear fire if the wave attack's about to hit. Now, like I said, try and fish these spots with the jumping fish. It gives you a chance at double fish. Just really see it just happened. Really increases point. And watch out when these lightning storms hit. It will take away a lot of fish and your buckets and ropes if you don't dodge them. As you saw here, there was a fire attack in the way of reaching the ship, so it is very important to try and keep 2 buckets of water on you at all times, as they can really obstruct your way to get anywhere. Like I've said before, the fire is also spread. Sorry, it's not jumping, it's spreading. There was only 1 fire here, now there's 2. There's another wave attack, so we gotta better ourselves. Post. As you can see, the percentage is going lower. I'm gonna opt to not fully cook my fish and rather dump it all, so that I also don't lose out any fish that I caught. This is just a choice you've got to make yourself, and that will get much clearer the more you do this. There we go. If you see a cannon like this means it's been electrified. Right now, I have not figured out a way to deal with this. Maybe there is no way to deal with it yet. All that will happen is this cannon will be unusable for a few seconds. Then you can use it again, like now. It's back up. So he's about to go down again. So start running. Be there in time. Harpoon him again to get your loot. Once he's fully down, you see kill count you've done, like usual bosses. You also see the amount of reward permits you got. You can quickly leave here by right clicking leave, or you just wait a few more seconds longer and then you leave as well. And then this is a unique thing to this boss, is you can also see how many you've stored up. So you can store up the loot you get. You can store up to 8k rolls on on the table. To get items from this table, you can fish here with a net. You can get this net from this guy that's standing right here. Alright, now I'm just deciding to save up my loot for another video. Well, that's all I know on the Temperance boss for now, guys. So thank you guys for watching, and hope this guys helps you out on the first day of release. See ya. Bye.